Hello, hello, and happy Monday, everyone. I hope that you're all having a beautiful day. I hope that you all had a beautiful weekend. Let's go. Surge is getting me pumped in the chat along with T-Dog, Karina Street, and Castle Knight TCG. What is up, everyone? Happy Monday to you all. How are you all doing? How was everyone's weekend? Surge, I've been seeing you've been pulling the fire for Crown Zenith, my man. What's your favorite card in the set? Do you have one yet? I really am digging the set. I'm going to be honest. I was already liking V-Star Universe to begin with, and then I like that they included even more hits in Crown Zenith as well, like that secret rare Pikachu. We got Aaron Nichols in the chat as well. Let's go, 5 Penny. How you doing? Dropping the Gengar hype emojis. Irish Pokey Hat! Irish Pokey Hat in the chat, but not just that. Irish Pokey Hat signing up for the Manatee Nation. Welcome, Irish Pokey Hat. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you, my man. And I am definitely, I checked the P.O. box and I did not see it there today, your package. So thank you so much for sending. I'm going to go again tomorrow because it's very well possible that it got received into my post office and they just haven't put it into my P.O. box yet. But I'm going to go again tomorrow, and I appreciate you, my man, Irish Pokey Hat. Thank you for joining the Manatee Nation, and I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I hope that you're having a wonderful weekend. Sazandaro Ryu's in the chat as well. Ryu, how are you doing? How was your weekend? Aaron Nichols dropping the 5s and the sheeshes. I like so many, says Pokey Surge. Surge, I do not blame you. I feel the exact same way. I think we're going to have a lot of high-tier cards in this set. Nix Enyo's in the chat. Nix Enyo, how are you doing? Jeremy Newman in the Zard Mafia as well. Yo, Jeremy Newman, he's got an insane Topps Clear Charizard card. And you know I love some Topps. Check out one over here that I got sent to me by my man Pokey Surge, hooking me up with the awesome Topps Dragonite Evolution line. I love those Topps cards. I've actually thought about buying even more of them. How is everyone? Plebisaurus Rex is in the chat as well. Plebisaurus Rex, how are you doing? How was your weekend? I have to look into seeing how PSA is with Topps grading. I'm sure they do grade it, Jeremy Newman, but I'm just curious to see what pricing tier at, if it would fit into the bulk category, or if it's a rare enough card that it would go into one of the higher value tiers. Susan's in the chat as well. Hola, Susan. How are you doing? Happy Monday to you. How was your weekend, Susan? Sazandaro Ryu says, I'm okay, been playing some Violet. Ooh, how far are you? How far are you, Sazandaro? Have you beaten the game? Are you trying to catch them all at this point? Plebisaurus Rex is saying hello to Surge, dropping the 5s in the chat. We got bonus content today, so the main thing that we're going to be doing today is we're going to be ranking all of the artworks, all of the hits in Crown Zenith, because there's a lot of them. I got 84 different cards on the list, so a bunch. If we hit 30 likes, we're going to be opening up some bonus content mail that I purchased here, a little hidden mystery package. And then if we hit 50 likes, we got an even bigger mystery package that we're going to be opening up here. So hashtag SDC said he wanted the mysteries on Monday. So we got 2 different mysteries, and you never know what it's going to be with me. You have no idea what is going to be inside of there. Sometimes I don't even know. So it's even a little bit of a mystery to me. Susan saying hello to everyone as well. You know what? I think it's time that we get the music going as well. Today was a not bad day at work as well on my end, which is always nice. I'm not that far in, but I want to level so many Pokemon. Starter is level 30 now, says Sazandaro Ryu. Yo, I was the exact same way. I really like the new Pokemon in this set, and that's why I'm actually getting more and more excited for the Scarlet and Violet EX sets, because there's a lot of art rares in the new set, just like there is for Crown Zenith. But it's featuring a lot of the new Pokemon, so that's pretty sweet. So I'm going to show over here the card cam. Boom! We got the packages to open up, but the main course is going to be this tier list in the display. Boom! So we got a lot of cards, a lot of artworks like I talked about. And if you want to use this tier list and make your own, I've got a link to it in the description of the stream as well. I'm going to bring this over here so I can see what I can see. this for Crown Zenith, and then I'm gonna pull up as well Poke Collector so that we can take a look at any of the artworks a little bit more zoomed in if we need to. I am drinking 365 Whole Foods Market Sports Drink Fruit Punch today, so make sure you all stay #hydrated. I am. We're gonna start off with the first cards on the list. I'm gonna go through the main Crown Zenith set itself. So not the Galarian Gallery, so I don't know why I pulled up the Galarian Gallery first. Cardboard says, hey, not that day. Let's go, you know we celebrate those. Bonkai, Ryan, how's it going, Ryan? How's your day going so far? Hey, both Ryans. Pokechit is in the chat, dropping the Charizard Manatee emojis. Let's go, Lord Chit. How are you doing as well? Hope you're having an awesome Monday. California Life TV says, epic albino. Ayo, yo, Cali Life. Nice to see you as well. I was seeing you a lot in the Pokeball. I've been seeing you all over the place on a ton of different streams, California Life TV, but I was seeing you in the Pokeballers on Whatnot. He was ripping a ton of that Scarlet and Violet Japanese, getting a ton of bangers. A lot of really cool cards in the set. We're going to go to Crown Zenith. Okay, main set here. So the first thing I'm going to start off with on the tier list, I'm going to start off with the Radiance. Then I'm going to do the Holo Autos, because I like each of these Holo Autos. Then we've got the Trainers. Then we've got the Pikachu Secret Rare. I put the Fighting Energy here, but the Fighting Energy is just a placeholder for all of the energies. And then we've got all of the Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery, because almost every card in here, it feels like an alternate art. I really like that it's full artwork for all the cards, even just the illustration rares, art rares, whatever you want to call them. Super cool. So let's start things off with the Radiant Charjabug. The Radiant Charjabug is going to be the first one. This was a new Radiant, and I think this is the first and the only Radiant that's not a final evolution. So interesting that it's a basic Pokemon here for the Radiant Charge. Or there are other basic ones, but it's interesting that it's the first form. So fun artwork though. I do like the artwork, but as far as Radiant slots, I mean, if they're compared to the Charizard and the Eternatus, I'm going to unfortunately have to put the Charjabug in the C tier. Not quite D tier because it is a fun one, but I feel comfortable with that placement. Yo, Pokeballer Mike is in the chat. Yo, awesome 15K celebration stream. That was a great one. Another highlight of the weekend as well, Pokeballer Mike. How are you doing today? California Life TV says, LOL. I love my community, and yeah, man, I'm always checking on big Pokeballers. Yes, sir, Cali Life. Love the community as well. This is an awesome one. T-Dog saying hello to everyone. Mrs. OTP in the chat. Hello, Mrs. OTP. How is your day going? Happy Monday. I was just watching the video of OTP. If you haven't seen it, he's got up to some shenanigans in Mexico on vacation. It was a lot of fun breaking down the cha-cha, some dance moves. So make sure you go check out Old Time Pokes channel for that recent video he dropped about an hour ago, and he's going to be going live tomorrow as well. Right, Mrs. OTP? He's going to be going live? Tuesdays, I know, is the day. Next up, we got the Radiant Charizard. And the Radiant Charizard, I'm going to put in the solid B tier. I would say, man, I kind of wish they didn't give us another Radiant Charizard, and I wish it was any other Pokemon to get a little bit more different Radiance. But I'm bumping this one up to the B tier because I like this one a lot better than the first Radiant Charizard that we got. So I like the Arctic backgrounds on the Radiant Charizard. Radiant Eternatus, I'm going to also put in the B tier because it's a Radiant Dragon Boy. It's going to end up being in the lower end of the B tier. It could end up being the bottom end gatekeeper of the B tier. Next, I'm going to go into the autos, and the auto cards I'm going to pull up as an example because I want to critique the auto itself of the card. Actually, is what I want to critique, and this is something that I really like that the Pokemon Company is doing, incorporating these autos, and I would like to see more of this. Honestly, maybe for full arts would be really cool. I would love to see some more like love for the Elite Four trainers, especially would be super cool. Luna Blue Rose in the chat. Hey, Luna Blue Rose, how are you doing? Happy Monday to you. Man, Albino had 2 broken ETBs, pulled like 7 SARs, and many more hits. Cali Life, that's insane, bro. Congrats. What SARs did you have? That's sick. I really like this Bay auto, and I really like it especially because of the characters that she's using here. It reminds me of katakana from Japanese, and I'm just a fan. I think it looks really clean, so I'm gonna put the Bay also in. I'm gonna put it in the C tier because compared to all, how do I want to feel about this? I like it, but it's not a crazy hit. I'm gonna put it above the Radiant Charjabug though. I'm gonna put it, and it might be one of the better autos. Because I'm going to put it in the C tier just relative to everything else that we're going over. But I do. Ooh, now I see the Nessa. I like the Nessa as well. Okay. I like Nessa's auto as well. I like how refined and like proper it is. So I'm going to put the Nessa one. Man, I'm going to put the Nessa one. I'm going to put the Nessa one. Above the Bay. Above the Bay. I like the Nessa one a lot. Okay, Leon. I don't like the Leon one as much. The Leon one is kind of fun, but it's also kind of just like scribbles a little bit too. So I'm going to put the Leon one is going to be in a little bit lower of a C tier, and it's going to be behind the Charjabug actually is what my gut is telling me on this. Next up we got Hop. Same thing here. Hop is just kind of like an interesting doodle of himself like waving. I'm going to throw that one behind the Leon. I do like that both the Leon and the Hop are kind of just like doodles as their autos. Yo, Callus! How are you doing, Callus? The Gene Main, the Bidoof King, the Judo Master Sensei, tuning in all the way from Portugal. Happy to see you. And funny enough, Callus, I've actually been playing some Genshin Impact lately. I summoned for Alhaitham on Genshin Impact, and I've been playing through the Sumeru storyline, and I've been enjoying it a lot. I've been really liking it. Mrs. OTP says today is going good. Oh yeah, I saw those shenanigans. I was the one filming them. Let's go, Mrs. OTP. Great camera work. Behind every good YouTuber is an amazing woman or dog. LOL, says Pokeballer Mike. Shout out to the Bella fans out there. Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Pokeballer Mike. Next up, we got the Betty. The Betty is kind of a weird auto here. It's kind of just random symbols. I'm actually going to put this one a little bit... I wonder if they're trying... Oh, it's like an artistic way of... I guess that's spelling Bede in the Pokemon language. That's interesting. Okay. I'm going to put that one above the Leon and above the Hop, but not above the Charjabug. Charjabug is the gatekeeper of the autos. Can you be better than the Charjabug? Betty, and now we got the Raihan. Last one in the auto list is going to be the Raihan. And is that? Yeah, I like that. So it's his name, but it's also a dragon. And that's a nice sketch. It's the Flygon there. Yeah, that's going to be my favorite auto. I like that one a lot. I love when, especially, it reminds me of UFC cards. I love when UFC fighters do like little... make their name into... You know what? I'm just going to grab an example. I'm just going to grab an example rather than try to explain it. Kind of reminds me of... I'm going to go to the card cam here. Max Payne has a fun auto. He's also a UFC card collector himself, so he's got a cool auto. I like it. It's fun, it's simple, but it's a little creative at the same time. So I should turn off that transition. But yeah, I'm gonna put the Raihan. I'll put the Raihan at the top of the autos personally for me. But if you have them ranked differently, I'd love to see everyone else's different rankings. Mrs. OTP says, and yes, Manatee OTP will be streaming tomorrow. Let's go. That makes me happy to hear. Callus says, nice. Have you been playing any lately, Callus? D. Barrett says, hi, Albino. Hello, D. Barrett. Zarbar Break says, hey, yo, happy new week, everyone. Yes, happy new week. Pokemon Ash says, yo, Albino, beard looking fire. Appreciate that, Pokemon Ash. Little by little, it's coming back. Albino, I'll be in and out lurking, buddy. Appreciate you, Castle Knight TCG. California Life TV says, I pulled 2 gold, secret Pikachu, and more. Driving right now, no worries, Cali Life. No worries. Drive safe, my man. That's sick, though. 2 gold. That's fire. And the secret Pikachu. That's dope ETBs. That's dope ETBs. Dragon Poke Trainer Ryan says, hey, it's me, LOL. Let's go! Popcorn Ryan! LAGX says, howdy, y'all. Howdy, LAGX. Oh, Ryan was saying, to Raihan. Let's go. Yes, let's go. This is Dragon Poke Trainer Ryan right here. I like it. All right, next up. Ooh, I like this one. I like this artwork a lot. So this is over here. The Friends in Sinnoh. This is actually one of my personal chases from the set because we did play the Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke on the channel, which I promise we will do another Nuzlocke on the channel. But I really like this Friends in Sinnoh card, so I'm actually going to put this one personally in an A tier. Might not end up being top of A tier, but I like this card a lot. It's in the A tier for me. Next up, we've got Friends in Hisui, and I do like this card a lot as well. It's a little bit more stylized, maybe, I would say, in the art. I just don't like it as much as the Sinnoh, and I don't have as strong of a connection to Hisui as I do with Sinnoh. So I'm going to put this one in the B tier above the Radiant Charizard, but still, solid B tier. B tier is not bad at all. Even C tier is not bad. I don't think there's a bad card in the set. I didn't even include an F tier because I honestly don't believe there's a single F tier card in the set, personally. But there are some of the ones that are a little bit more plain, and you know, I would say this one is a little bit more of the unexciting. I wouldn't be thrilled to pull a Volo Trainer. And I kind of feel the same way about the Professor's Research. I know Professor's Research is a playable card in the TCG, but there's so many Professor's Research, and I think that one is probably maybe my least favorite of the Professor Researches. So I'm going to put this one in the D tier as well, but it's going to go above Volo because at least it's Professor Research. AliGX is albino salute emoji. Let's go, AliGX. Appreciate that. Salute to you as well. AliGX saying hello to Pokemon Ash, Bizarre Bar Breaks, PVM, ahoy, mateys. Love that, AliGX. And Bizarre Bar Breaks is saying hello to Tricky Card Gamer. Hello, Tricky Card Gamer. How are you doing? T-Dog, no! T-Dog, the quest. I know, I'm just kidding, T-Dog. But speaking of UFC, who won the main event last night? Not Glover. It was the UFC. I was hoping to gloss over the UFC card over the weekend. Oh man, it was brutal. Pretty much all the favorites of the Manatee Nation lost, and it started early, like in the early prelims with Terrence McKinney getting knocked out cold by a double flying knee KO. And then for about, we finished watching the fights, I don't know, maybe 1:30 in the morning, so it was almost like 7.5 hours it felt like of watching my favorite fighters lose brutally. So it was a rough one, but we bounced back. UFC 284 is going to be a fun one. Alexander Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev. Oh, pain. Mythic Monty's in the chat saying, yo, Mythic Monty, how are you doing, Mythic Monty? Ooh, we're getting next up to an, okay. Next up, we have, in my opinion, a big banger, the Pikachu Secret Rare. And I'm going to be honest, didn't even know this card was in the set until I pulled it. So, pretty awesome banger here. Really cool card. This one went out to Pokemontcg, but hopefully we can pull it again. I think if I pull it again, I'm going to keep it. It's going to be in my chase list now going forward. But that's a sick card. And I think this one certifies, personally, as an S tier in the Crown Zenith set. That's definitely a sick one. Next up, we've got the Holo Energies. And the Holo Energies are really cool as well. I'm going to put them in the top of C tier because I like them better than any of the Holos and the Radiant Charge-a-Bug. It still, you know, is an energy, but still, at the same time, nice to have some Holo Bling energies. Yo, Colin's dad! Colin's dad flexing the 3-month membership. Appreciate you, Colin's dad. Thank you for being a member of the Manatee Nation for 3 months. Thank you. Appreciate that support and hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you, Colin's dad. Excited to hear your input on any of these cards as well. Harles420 says, Albino, how it goes? Yo, Harles420, it goes very well. How are you doing? Ryan says, people will love a Professor's Research Sada. Yes, Ryan. Oh my gosh, that's going to be popular card for sure. Ooh, Ash, that's exciting. My local gaming store should be receiving theirs in hopefully this week, maybe next week. Fingers crossed for sooner, LOL. Good luck, Bizarre Bar Breaks. I hope it comes in sooner. And then Monty says Glover didn't lose? That never happened, right? No, only in my nightmares. Next card up, we have the Hisuian Voltorb, and now we're getting into the Galarian Gallery territory. So we got the Hisuian Voltorb here. I like this artwork a lot. I'm a big fan of the Hyogosei. I like the happy Voltorb here. I'm not going to say that this one's breaking into the A tier, but I like it better than even the Friends in the Hisui. That's a fun Voltorb artwork. Next up, we have a trainer that I actually should have talked about before because it was part of the original Crown Zenith trainer. I know it's a waifu, but I know it's not the most exciting card for me. I'm going to put this one in the D tier as well, but above the Professor's Research because at least it is... you know what? No, yeah. I'm going to put this one C tier. I'm going to put this one C tier. I'm going to be on... I'm banned. Cricketune! Moving on! Cricketune! I really like this Cricketune, and I'm actually going to put this one in an A tier artwork. I really like the colors they use for it. I like that it features so many different Pokemon here. Even the butt cheeks snob over here, the Lotad, everything. The details in this card are credible. Even the shooting stars, the Golbat. The more I look, I just see more and more to it. Really fun card. I am going to put the Cricketune in the A tier. Next up, we have the Oricorio, and the Oricorio is a Kamiya, and I'm a big Kamiya fan. And normally you'd think straight S tier, right? Or even at the very least A tier. But I gotta be honest, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that so much of the card here is pink. I feel like it's just like this pink triangle. I actually don't like this card that much. So I'm actually putting this one in the C tier, but above the Alessa's Sparkle. So it's probably gonna be in the gatekeeper of a C tier, but not my favorite of the Kamiyas. But I do love Kamiya, but that doesn't mean that I like every single card. Next up, we have the Absol, and this is a pretty popular card. I've been seeing a lot of people really like the Absol. I mean, if you're an Absol fan, this is a majestic artwork of Absol. Uta's a talented artist. Now that I recognize, so Uta also did the Charmander Charmander promo from Battle Styles in the blister packs. That's really nice artwork. Also did the Galarian Articuno alternate art in Crown Tundra. Right? Not Crown Tundra. Chilling Rain. I mixed up the DLC in the set in Chilling Rain, but nice Absol artwork there. I'm gonna put that one in the B tier as well. I'm gonna put it above the Friends in Hisui as well. Ooh, next up we got the Altaria. Where do we got the Altaria here? Here is the Altaria. Oh, it's an Asako Ito. A full art Asako Ito crochet artwork. I mean, that's straight in the A tier. I really like the crochet artworks. I think that's one that I actually... Yukamori and Asako Ito are ones that I would really like to at some point collect a binder just of all of their artworks that they ever made. Next up, we got the Diancie here, and this is where I would love to have Valor Fennekin's opinion. I'm wondering what he, as the resident Diancie expert, thinks of this one, the Diancie full art rare here. I like this one a lot. I think, especially looking it up closer, seeing the reflect. Is this a reflection here? No, I don't think that's a reflection. Just, wow, a lot going on in the art. Really nice. The shine of all the diamonds here from the Diancie. That's a nice card. I'm gonna put this one also. My gut says A tier. That's a really nice Diancie artwork. Diancie's not my personal favorite, and I was ready to put it B tier, but that's a nice artwork. I'm not gonna front. Next up, we got the Comfey. I'll be honest, not a huge fan of the Comfey artwork here, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe because of the dark background and the purple here, or just how it's mostly shades of the same color with orange added here. I I can't quite put my finger on it. It's not the most, to me, visually striking, but let me know in the chat. Maybe you're a bigger fan of the Comfy. Let me know. I'm gonna put the Comfy, I think also for me is gonna be in the C tier. I'm gonna put it behind the Oricorio because at least the Oricorio's got like a visually striking background. Next up, we have the Babero. Where is the Babero? Okay, this is a really fun one. I really like this artwork a lot. I like the Bidoofs that it's featuring, the true god of Pokemon. I like the background as well. The background actually kind of reminds me of like a Mario World game or something. And then I love the whole concept of like seeing the cutaway of the Babero inside the dam. The master of all the Bidoof around it. Maybe this is the Mama Bibarel. Just, there's a lot of things that I can imagine about this card, and I really like the colors in it. I think that one is an upper A tier for me, the Bibarel. Oh, this is where I really am curious to hear about Mr. OTP's opinion on this one. I'm sure he's gonna say the Thievul is S tier. What does everyone think about the Thievul? Yo! Hello, Jedi Master Squirtle. Not sure if I was lagging when I was saying hello to you, but hope you're having an awesome day. T-Dog's letting us know we got the 34 likes as well. Thank you, T-Dog. Appreciate you. And thank you, everyone, for smashing that like button, helping us unlock the first mystery mail. Can we get 16 more for the mystery package? OTP says it's S tier or bust. Throwing down the gauntlet. I do actually like this Thievul artwork, and I'm sorry, OTP, I can't put it in my personal S tier, but I can't put it in A tier. I like the noir style of the card. It reminds me of like Batman in a way, or like Robin. He actually reminds me kind of more of Robin in the Batman duo, but I personally like it. Even though I said in some of the other cards I didn't like how minimal colors they're using, I feel like this, the contrast of the white against the black, is really visually appealing to me at least, and it really catches my eye, and this is the card that I would love to pull. So I'm putting that one in the A tier. Next up, you know what, I'm gonna put the music here so we can back and forth with those two tabs. Ooh! Next up's a really good one. Okay, this is a great Ditto artwork. This is one, oh man. I know this is AJ's Pokemon's favorite in the set. What do y'all think about the Numel Ditto? So you can see here the different Numels here. One of them is different from the other ones. I like this card a lot. I like that it's a Ditto, but you gotta gotta look for it a little bit. Ditto is def S tier. Fight me, says Pokemon Ash. I might have to agree. This is one of those ones that when I first saw the reveals of the set, it made me excited to open it. I think for the sheer fun factor, I'm gonna put the Numel in S tier. I actually really like the Numel Ditto. The fact that I even just called it the Numel card and it's a Ditto card, it's an S tier because that's a Ditto like working right there. It's working its tail off. Ooh. Next one's another fun one. We got the Dunsparce. All right. Come on, Dunsparce. There we go. This is a fun one. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different Dunsparce in here, or maybe are some of them plush? I can't even tell. Are they all just the lazy Dunsparce hanging out in this kind of messy room a little bit? I like this one. This one is a fun one. Not enough for me to put it into the A tier, but I am going to put it into the B tier above the Voltorb. Ooh, okay. The next two is a pair of story cards, so I'm going to do them together. We have the Electivire and the Magmortar. Just two buds having a good time. I really like this. I like this combo, this pairing here. I'm just going to put both of them in the A tier right off the bat. I really like this duo. I really like this pairing. Actually, in our first opening of Crown Zenith, we actually pulled both of these. So really, really cool concept. I like the story cards. Always happy to see them. I want to see more of them, and I'm going to put them, sorry, OTP, above even the Thievel. From behind, I'm going to put them above the Altaria. And I'm going to not above the Cricketune. Not above the Cricketune, though. And I think that's where I'm going to leave them for the placement. Ooh. Next up, we have the Toxtricity. The Toxtricity this is a really cool one. So if you didn't know, Toxtricity actually has 2 different forms in the game. He has a blue form. Reconnect. All right, we reconnected. Sorry, everyone. Having a little bit of lag today. Apologize. I like these cards so much, says Bizarre Bar Breaks. I agree, Bizarre Bar Breaks. So much fun stories in every card. Jedi Master Squirtle saying face! Bizarre Bar Breaks says S for super cute. Let's read up. What did Jedi Master Squirtle say? Still hasn't mastered the face yet, just says Jedi Master Squirtle. Working on it. Working on it. Market Scraper says it is a good card. Hello, Market Scraper. How are you doing? Dragon Poke Trainer Ryan says, add a command. Believer, are you a believer? Let's hit that like goal. Let's go, Ryan. Thank you, thank you. I can tell through your ratings you're not wearing the B-Flam bling. No, OTP! OTP! We got the B-Flam. We got the B-Fam bling right here. Boom, card cam. Boom! We got it right there for good luck. It always blesses the openings. Or are you just saying you disagree with my taste? The wife loves this card. She thinks it's super cute. Loves that the Pokemon formed a band. Me too. Me too. I'm gonna put this one. I know I just ranted and oh man, this is where it's already getting tough. It's a definite A tier. Does it go above or does it go... I'm gonna go below just for the combo. These 2 cards together create like a multiplier bonus effect is how I'm rationalizing it in my head. Next up, okay, this is just gonna be getting tougher and tougher and tougher to place these cards. The Miltank, okay. The Miltank. Ooh, the Miltank. I think the Miltank is going to be this is a really good Miltank artwork. It's going to be a solid B tier. I'm going to put it at the top of the B tier. And the top of the B tier so far. Next up, we got another kind of arguably pairing here. We've got the Solrock and we've got the Lunatone. So we've got Solrock here. And we've got the Lunatone. Arguably another pair of story cards that honestly I didn't realize until just this moment. And this is a Sao Sao illustration as well. Shout out to Sao Sao. Glalie Games is a fan of the Sao Sao. I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit. Having a little trouble thinking. Whoa. I'm gonna put those, I know I just ranted and raved about story cards. These ones don't catch my eye as much as the Magmortar and the Electivire. I'm gonna put these B tier, but these are gonna be upper B tier, above the Dunsparce. Not above the Miltank, because that is a really fun Miltank artwork. Next up, we've got the Deoxys, and this is the first of 3 different Deoxys cards in the set. So this is the regular Deoxys, and I really, really like this artwork. I like that it's Fusion Strike, Single Strike, Rapid Strike, and then it's featuring all of the different Single and Fusion Strike and Rapid Strike items. So if you're wondering why all these tools are featured here, these are the different items that help the different Fusion Strike, Single Strike, and Rapid Strike archetypes. So I like, it's almost like kind of like breaking the 4th dimension of the TCG. Really like this Deoxys. I think it's a really creative artwork. This one is gonna go very much upper A tier. Very much upper A tier. I'm tempted to put it in the S tier, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put it in the upper A tier, really high on the A tier though. Really high on the list. Okay. Next up, we got the Goodra, the Dragon Boy. Shout out Super Violins. This Dragon Boy, this is a very cute Goodra artwork. The only thing that I don't like as much about this artwork is how it's like very much a close-up of just the face and the tail here. I wish more of the Pokemon was featured, I guess I could say. But it is a very cute Goodra card. So I'm going to put this one in the B tier. And I'm going to put it, I think there. Yeah. Behind the Absol, just because that's a really nice... The Absol is really prominently featured here. I wish the Goodra was a little bit more prominently featured. Oh, the Mew. Okay. The Mew is a tough one. How do we feel about the Mew? Pokemon Ash says S tier. Lunatone is S tier. Sao. Wow, we got a lot of Sao fans in the chat. Bizarre Bar Break saying she's also a Sao fan. I'm sorry. I had to go personally B tier for me personally. But the more I looked at those cards, the more I did like them. And maybe by the end, I might end up bumping it up a little bit more. The Mew. I'm thinking this one's going to be a solid A. Jedi Master Squirtle says, breaking the fourth wall. Goodra has that Eeyore vibe going on. Yes, it does, Jedi Master Squirtle. True that, JMS. Mew is S, says Bizarre Bar Breaks. Let's go. Okay. I think personally for me personally, I'm going to put the Mew again upper A above the Deoxys, which even the Deoxys I just ranted and raved about. So I'm going to put the Mew very, very top of A. Next up, we've got the Manatee. Let's see, the Manatee. It is a cute Manatee artwork. I'm not as big of a fan of the Manatee in the set, I think. I do like that it's featuring other water Pokemon here. I can't quite put my finger on it. I know the Manatee is a small Pokemon, and it is well centered in the card. I don't really have a good reason for not loving this card as much as some of the other ones. Maybe it's just a factor of because of how awesome some of the other cards are, that this one just doesn't appeal to me as much. I don't really have anything that's necessarily wrong with this one. I just don't love it. So I'm going to put it at the top of C tier for now. Next up, ooh, the Keldeo. The Keldeo is a really cool artwork. I really like the colors on the Keldeo. Where am I going to put... There we go. Let's grab the Keldeo. The Aurora lights back here, the Aurora Borealis in the background, the crescent moon. Even the Keldeo itself is very well illustrated. I'm going to put this one as also an upper A tier. I'm going to put it above the Kricketune on the list, but behind the Bibarel. The Keldeo is sweet, and I'm happy that we were able to pull that one. Next up, we got the Lapras. The Lapras. This is another cool picture. This is just a really cool picture. This is a better water artwork, in my opinion, than the Manaphy. I like this cutaway of, like, under the sea. It reminds me a lot of the artwork that I see in Florida. They have a lot of artwork of this style where it's, like, under the waves and you see, like, a water ecosystem. I like this viewpoint better than the top-down. And I like that we get to see the Pelipper as well. I'm going to put this one above the Milk Tank, top of B tier for now. Actually, above the Diancie more than I think about it. Above the Diancie, but below the Lapras. I wish he was bigger, says Pokemon Ash. Agreed. Where did Riolu land in this list? May I remind you, our friendship depends on it. Well, we do. The Riolu's coming up. JMS. We're getting into the puzzle piece territory very soon. Next up is the Magnezone. See, what do we got for the Magnezone? Ooh, this is a pretty cool artwork for the Magnezone. Shinya Komatsu, I really like Shinya Komatsu. He did the Octillery and he did the alternate art Machamp. This is a cool artwork. The working in the factory Machamp. I just don't like maybe the concept of working in a factory, so I'm going to put it above the Dunsparce, but below the story card Solrock and Lunatone combo here. Ooh, next up we got a Dragon Boy, and I like this Dragon Boy artwork a lot. Where are you here? The Latias. Interesting that we got a Latias and not a Latios in this set. But hey, I'll take any Dragon Boy. I like this one. It looks like it just accidentally flew into a clothesline, or maybe it's trying to do laundry. I don't know, but really, really cool artwork. T-Zero is a very talented illustrator as well. I'm wondering if this is the same city that the Umbreon is like peering down the steps. This is the same illustrator as the Umbreon V alternate art. I'm going to put this one as an A tier, and I'm going to put it, personally, I've got it below the Barrel, above the Keldeo, I think is where I'm going to put it. And now we're getting into the last of the regular art rares in Crown Zenith. We have the puzzle piece. And so this is the puzzle in order. And I wonder if you can go here. You can't really see it. I wonder if I should Crown Zenith puzzle. See if anyone has put it together. Maybe V-Star Universe puzzle cards. Here you can see a picture of what the image looks like all together. And in the Japanese, you can only... Oh, this isn't even the right order! Okay. I need someone who put it all together. Here we go. Here we go. Poke Beach to the rescue. Go check out Poke Beach if you haven't already. They're always the best news. I should have just gone to Poke Beach from the get-go. So here you can see the image all together. The Riolu starts from the top. It ends the Mareep down here. Very, very fun that Pokemon did something like this. I've always said that I like the story cards. I really like these puzzle cards as well, where they come together to complete an image. And if you have a 9-pocket binder, then you can complete the whole page right here. So I really like the whole concept. All of these cards are going to go into the A tier. I'm going to put them all above the Diancie is what I'm going to do for these, because I'm going to put it as a concept. And I maybe should have done it. Maybe I should have just done the Pikachu. But I'm gonna put them all in here because I think the whole thing is A tier. Every single one, the whole concept, you gotta catch them all. I really, really like. So for me, the whole puzzle is A tier. And that is going to bring us to the SAR. So for Crown Zenith, these are the big bangers of the set. And we've already even just going through the little stuff, quote unquote. Look at all the cards and look how many of them are really, really good. Ton of A tier cards already, and even the B. And it's not even like C is bad. C is still good for this set. These are all still cool cards. But we're going to start things off with the Fish Luminion. And the Luminion is a really, really fun card. I really like the artwork on this. I haven't seen too many cards illustrated by Jerky. Really creative, really colorful, really unique. I know Glalie Games has said he's a fan of this one. Luna Blue Rose, I think, have I heard you say before that you're a fan of this one as well? I'm a big fan as well. The Luminion is a sweet one. I'm gonna put this one top of B tier for now. And in retrospect, the more I think about it, I'm gonna put the Diancie. I'm sorry, Valor. Sorry, Valor. I'm gonna put the Diancie. I'm gonna put the Diancie down here. It's a cool. I think I'm good with that. I think after thinking about it more, I think I like this better. I like the story cards. This has been growing on me more and more, and I think the Luminion here might end up being the gatekeeper of the B. Oh, next up, we got the Mewtwo. Holy cow. This Mewtwo is sick. I gotta be honest, straight S tier on the Mewtwo. And in fact, it's going above the Pikachu. This card is really, really cool. I love that it's a story card with the Charizard V-Star alternate art, which I still have yet to open a Charizard UPC, so maybe this Friday, maybe next Friday, we're gonna have to crack open to a Charizard UPC for the first time on the channel. But very, very sick artwork here, battling Mewtwo, battling a Charizard. The card is just epic. That one's straight S tier, top of the list for now for me. Oh, and we're getting into the Leafeon. The Leafeon. I love this card. I love the concept Leafeon. It reminds me of Leafeon in a lab here. Beautiful artwork. The Leafeon looks incredible. It's like sticking its tail in here, making like a mystical potion or something. Oh my gosh, just straight S tier. And you know what? The more I think about it, personally, for me, I like it even more than Mewtwo. Personally, for me. But I'm very, very biased. I'm a huge, huge Evolution fan. Yeah, I think, yeah. I'll be honest. I think this Glaceon, I really, really want it. No, yeah, I can't. For me personally, they're the top. They're the... Oh! I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna be realistic because I really, really like this. But my only thing is maybe I don't like that how much of the branches here are ticking up the view of the card. And that, but it's such a majestic shot of the Glaceon, and I really love me the Evolution, so it might end up being the gatekeeper of the A tier for me. That's maybe where it might end up. The Mewtwo, I can't lie. The Mewtwo's sick. I'm not gonna front. The Mewtwo is really, really cool. Mewtwo battling a Charizard. I love me Evolutions, but I think I'm just biased. If I'm not being real. No, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good way to put it either. Still being real, but I love my Evolutions, but I think objectively that the Mewtwo battling the Charizard is freaking sick. It's better. The Leafeon gets me so gassed. I don't know. I might end up going back and forth between those two cards. I need to move on because I'm getting tied up here. All right. Next one, we've actually got a Yukamori here. So really like to see the Yukamori here. The clay art. I always wanted to see a Yukamori alternate art. And I'm saying we got one here in the Galarian Gallery. So I'm putting this one at an A tier. And I'm going to put it above the Altaria Crochet, the Asuko Ito. It's around the same tier as the Asuko Ito, but just slightly above because it got the silver border. Next up, we got the Samurott. We got Samurott V and we got Samurott V Star here. Samurott V, really like this artwork. Mount Fuji in the background, the tree it leaves here. I really like the colors. I think this is just a straight up really good artwork. I'm going to put this one at an A tier above the Keldeo. Next up, we've got the Samurott V-Star. Samurott V-Star. This one's really fun as well. I love the colors in the back here. It's the same illustrator that did the Moltres alternate art from Chilling Reign. I mean, some might like it, some don't. It's a little bit polarizing that the Snorunt gets the front feature here, and it's a little random, but the Samurott just looks so cool in the background. That one is an A tier for me as well, and I'm gonna put it behind the Samurott because I like that landscape better, but it's a fun one for me. And that is gonna bring us next to the Regigigas. The Regigigas is another pretty unique artwork here. Ayo Kusube. It looks almost like Fire Emblem artwork, kind of like, I know they're all drawn, but it looks very hand sketched in this one, especially with the Regigigas carrying like a whole world on his back. And it looks like he's stamping through some waters. This looks like some Shadow of the Colossus stuff if anyone's ever played the PS2 game Shadow of the Colossus. But I like this card a lot. I'm going to put it in the B tier behind the Luminion, because because I like the concept of it and I like how unique the artwork is, but I could say the same thing about the Luminion, and I like a little bit more how visually striking the Luminion is. Ooh, next up we got the Hoopa. We got any Hoopa fans in the chat? Zarbara Break says my S there would be so full by now. I hear you, Bizarre Barber Breaks. I've been trying not to just throw everything in the S tier. New tier, S plus. Maybe I should create an S plus tier next time. That Sam is so pretty. Gosh darn flippin' nice cards in this set. Agreed, Bizarre Barber Breaks. Very, very beautiful cards in this set. It's not random. The Snora is launched. Oh, Ryan. I didn't think about that. That's very fair. That was a good game, says Bizarre Bar Breaks. Ooh, talking about the Shadow of the Colossus. Yes, it was a great game. Great series. Yo, Pokey Bronx, a.k.a. Uncle Rico. How are you doing it? How are you doing it? Jedi Master Squirtle says, that's it. Removing Albino from my will. You were going to get my bulk, but not anymore. No, we're missing out on the Jedi Master Squirtle bulk. Oh, no, Jedi Master Squirtle. Hopefully we can get you back in our favors, our good graces. So we got the Okacheki artwork here for the Hoopa V. He looks like almost like the mad scientist or something here, or like the dragon from the Hobbit. He's gone Smog. He's gone mad with all of his gold and his treasure. The Hoopa is a fun one here. I'm gonna put the Hoopa. The Hoopa personally is gonna be an A tier for me, but behind the Thievel. Shout out OTP. Ooh, next we got the Zoroark. This was a pretty sweet one, the Hisuian Zoroark V-Star. We did pull this one in V-Star Universe in Japanese, and it came back a 10, which was super, super sick. Cool card here. Cool design as well. They make them look super epic. Pretty BA as well. I'm going to put this one above the Samurott. I'm going to put this one above the Deoxys as well, but behind the Mew. That's a pretty sweet card. Ooh, now we're getting into the 3 legendary dogs. Okay, the 3 legendary dogs. So I'll pull out Suicune, Entei, and I'll pull out Raikou. We're going to start things off with Entei. We're going to start things off with the Raikou, and then we're going to go with Suicune. Entei, even though Entei is my favorite of the legendary dogs, I don't like how they made it look like Entei skipped leg day here, but I do really like the volcano in the background. So Entei is going to go into, unfortunately, the C tier for me, but he's going to be the top of the C tier. Next, we got the Raikou. I think the Raikou is really cool. I think this is just all around dope card. Really nice artwork for the Raikou. Really cool background as well. I'm going to put the Raikou above the Mew and above the Friends and Sinnoh. The Raikou is going to be towards the top of the A tier here for me. Next up, who do we have? We got Suicune. How could I forget Suicune? That is an incredible Suicune card. I mean, I couldn't imagine anything better for an alternate art Suicune. This card's just sick. I think that this card, honestly, he's not my favorite of the legendary dogs, but I can't lie. And that card's sick. That's exactly what I wanted to see from a Suicune alternate art. I'm going to put it behind the Pikachu here, because the more that I've seen this card, the more I like this card. But I'm going to put it above the Ditto. And that's going to be the 3 legendary dogs. But next we've got the Darkrai here. So let's go check out the Darkrai. This one was one of my favorites as much, to be honest. I don't know why. And I should like it more because of the beach, the night background here. It should remind me kind of Siesta Key vibes, being on the beach at night. But I just don't. Maybe it's because of how small the Darkrai is. Maybe he's normally such like a BA looking Pokemon that I think he looks a little weak in this one. So I'm gonna put him below the Entei even, actually, to be honest. Ooh, the Simisear is up next. This one's such a unique artwork. I like this one a lot. The Pokemontcg, very cute as well. I haven't seen too much of this where they have the Pokemon as the background. I want to see more artworks like this. This one's gonna go A tier for me, and it's gonna go above the Zoroark. Actually above the below the Zoroark, I think. Above the Zoroark. Above the Zoroark. Below the Zoroark. I think I'm good with this placement. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Next up, we got the 2 legendary dogs. And one of the things that as I was putting this together and going over the set, I like how many pairings of cards they have to go together. There's a lot of different things like the Zacian and the Zamazenta that go together, in my opinion. Both of them look so sick, especially that Zamazenta though. Wow. Zamazenta looks really, really cool. I'm going to put the Zamazenta above the Keldeo, and the Zacian I'm going to put above the Regigigas. Now we got the Deoxys. We're going back to the Deoxys, but this time it's the Deoxys VMAX and the Deoxys V-Star. We talked about the original Deoxys, now we got the evolved one. So this one, the UFO, beam me up, Scotty. Really, really cool concept, really cool artwork. I'm going to put this one as well. It's going to be behind the Simisear. The V-Star, just cool looking artwork as well. Really trippy background, very abstract design. Looks like he's almost like bursting through space. I think this one's going to be in a solid A tier for me, and I'm going to put it above the Toxtricity. So ironically, it goes right below the other VMAX here. Jedi Master Squirtle says, I wonder if the Snorunt tasted more delicious the older they got. Do they age with years? I don't know. That's a good question, Jedi Master Squirtle. I wonder how a Glalie tastes. Has Pokemon ever done a fan submission deal for the card arts? That would be so rad. Yes, they have Bizarre Bar Breaks where fans submit artwork and then they get their own cards printed. They did. They recently, last year, they did a competition for it. One of the cards was an Arcanine. I think another one was a Bulbasaur. I forgot the third one, but I know a couple different people did breakdowns on it. It was really, really cool. Dub did a whole stream, or I think even multiple streams, reviewing all of the submissions, and there was like 700 of them, maybe even more. So go check out Dub's channel. He did awesome content on that, breaking down all the submissions in the contest. I really like all the Deoxys arts in this set, says Mrs. OTP. Me too. The Deoxys are really, really strong. I think all 3 ended up in A tier placement. Next, we've got the Zorora VMAX, and there's a Zorora VMAX, and like we said, there's a lot of pairs here. There's a Zorora V-Star. This one's almost like he's like Super Saiyan Great 8 form or something, maybe the Golden Monkey form. Giant Zorora VMAX, which is fitting because he is a VMAX here, and the Emolga's resting on him. The Pachirisu. I like the other electric Pokemon that are all like using him as a bed, but I don't like as much personally the perspective of the card. This one for me is a B tier above the Zacian, but behind the Luminian. And then same thing with the V-Star. The V-Star, I don't know. This one just doesn't, maybe I'm just not a big a fan of the Zorora Pokemon, and maybe that's it. But just the pose also, a little bit squinty eyes. I don't know. I just, not really. Maybe he's like waking up from a nap. It just doesn't fully do it for me. So I'm actually going to put the Zorora here a little bit lower. I'm going to put him above the Gudra, but before the Absol. And the Hatterini. So the Hatterini is the last of the SAR Pokemon in the set. The Hatterini VMAX here. And this one, unfortunately, I'm just not a big fan of. I don't like the perspective looking at the Pokemon from behind. I'm not a huge fan of the Hatterini Pokemon. Sorry to anyone that is a fan. I don't know. I think, and we waited so long for a Hatterini VMAX. I feel like they could have done a little bit better on this one. So still nice to get a Pokemon, but not my favorite in the set. So I'm putting this one of the Pokemon in the Galarian Gallery. This one's going to be the lowest tier for me personally. Now we've got the alternate art trainers. We got the alternate art trainers, and I love that they started doing alternate art trainers. We got a bunch of fun ones. We got the Arita and we got the Adamant to kick things off. So Arita is one of the more valuable cards in the Japanese set, and the Adamant here showing off their different gangs here. So I really, the Diamond and the Pearl clan, I like both of these cards a lot. I think both are really, really cool. I like how it features the game. It's the Friends of cards, but featuring the... They weren't really gym leaders, but they were the people who helped you with the Pokemon. I forget the exact name of them. If anyone knows in the chat, let me know, and I apologize for forgetting. I do like these a lot, though. I'm going to put them behind the Hoopa, but above the Lapras, and I'm going to put both of them in that placement with the Arita beating out the Admin, personally. Then we got the Sharon's Care here. Sharon's Care is up next, and I'm sorry, Valor's gonna hate me on this one as well, but not a huge fan of the Sharon's Care here. Maybe I'm, the Liepard, I'm not a big fan of. I don't know. I'm not gonna say, if I say any more Valor's, I just called him Sharon. Valor's gonna hate me. He's gonna unsubscribe. So I'm gonna at least put Sharon's Care be above the Charizard. And this is out of respect for Valor. Gardenia's Vigor. Gardenia's Vigor. This is one that I really, really like, though. I love this artwork. I love the flowers here. I just noticed for the first time the Cherubi up here in the corner. The Blossom getting, it looks like it's getting like watered, or maybe it's just watching the plants get watered and getting excited. Really, really beautiful artwork here. This reminds me almost of like Disney artwork. Looks like a Disney princess. The Gardenia's Vigor. That one's a nice one. I'm actually going to put that one above the Mew. I'm a big fan of this card. I like this trainer a lot. Then we got the Grant. The Grant is one of the ones that I've seen multiple people open and get this card and go, huh? Who is this guy? And kind of for that reason, I'm also going to go, huh? Who is this guy? And I'm gonna put him above the Professor's Reach. I'm put him above the Volo, but he's gonna go behind the Hatterini. And then we lagging? All right, we reconnected. All right, sorry about that, everyone. Let's get my tabs. Get my tabs back going. All right, Colress's Experiment loaded up here. You know what? I was ready to say I don't like this card that much. The fact that it looks like he's holding like a burger or something here, or sandwich, redeems the card for me entirely. I like sandwiches. I'm gonna put it in C for Colress, and I'm gonna put it at C for Colress and leave it at that. Next up, we have Cynthia's Ambition. Yo, Lord Josh, how are you doing, Lord Josh? Glalie Games is in the chat. Glalie Games, how are you doing? We were just talking about eating some snore runts earlier. How are you doing, Glalie Games? I'm running group. Let's go, Lord Josh. I hope you crushed running the group, my man. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for smashing the like. Valor, oh no, Valor is here. I arrived when Appleton puts both Hatterini and Sharon, and I would have. Oh no, Valor! I'm sorry, Valor. I'm sorry, Valor. Oh, I've been tough on the Valor. I've been tough on the Valor votes. I apologize. But I'm curious what your thoughts are on the overall breakdown, just seeing the overall list so far. We're getting down to the wire here. We got three trainers left, 4 golds, and then we're going to get into some of the bonus content, and then we're going to go find someone to raid. So next up, the Cynthia's Ambition. Love this card. I love that it's featuring the Gastrodon here. Big fan of the Gastrodon. Wendell, shout out Wild Bill. This one is an A tier for me for sure. I'm going to put it in the higher A tier. I'm actually going to put this one also above the Mew, believe it or not. So maybe I am. Maybe I actually do like the trainers. I like this card a lot. The Gardenia and the Vigor here. The Gardenia and the Cynthia are actually... I like the Gardenia more. Roxanne, though. Roxanne, not as big of a fan of the Roxanne as well. Still going to go above the Grant because yeah, but not above the Hatterini. So D tier on the Roxanne from me as well. I'm sorry about this one because I know there are a lot of people who are a fan of the Roxanne card as well, especially the fact that there's a lot of fossils featured in the background. Sorry, Rev Scoot, but this one for me personally is just not my personal interests. But Now we got the Melanie here, and I love this card because I love me some pancakes. This reminds me of breakfast at my home growing up. We would always be excited when my mom was making pancakes. So that one is going in the A tier for me, and I'm going to put that one. It's going to go in the A tier, and I'm going to put it above the Irida, but not above the Hoopa. I think above the Irida, I think that's a good placement for the Melanie with the pancakes there. Because it's basically, I'm voting up for the pancakes. But now we're finished things off with the Elite Four of the set. We've got the 4 gold cards. We're going to go over each one. I, first off, love that all 4 of these cards do come together to form a picture. The Giratina is at the bottom, the Arceus is at the top, and then you've got the Palkia and the Dialga in the left and right. Man. These cards look sick. Okay. I think the Palkia, I like how the light is shining. Oh, man. These cards are... I have a hard time not putting these cards in S tier. I think I have to put these cards in S tier. I think these cards are sick. I think the concept of them coming together to form a picture is super, super sick as well. I really like the gold, and you know, you can maybe critique that you don't like how small the actual Pokemon are, but I love how beautifully detailed both of these Pokemon are. And Akira Iigawa is such a talented illustrator. I'm a big Akira Iigawa fan. The background is so crazy. It really plays into the gold texturing of the cards as well. Would really love to pull some golds in English for the Crown Zenith set. Both of those are going to go S tier. All of them illustrated by Akira Iigawa. The whole thing is like a mosaic or a mural. Mural, not a mosaic. Wow. The Giratina of them all is my favorite. I like this trippy waves here, but I do love how epic the Arceus V-Star here on top of like the Mount Sinnoh with all the light behind it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm gonna put the Arceus there. I think this is my tier list. I think this is where I'm gonna leave things, and I'm pretty happy with this list. Why does Gastrodon have a shoulder bag? That's a good question. It's a good question, Plebisaurus Rex, because you can never be too prepared. Roxanne needs more fossils. That card could have been so much more. More fossils! That would actually, more fossils would be hype. More fossils would be hype. But I think overall, this is where I'm gonna leave the tier list at. I'm pretty happy with this, and I'm curious to see if anyone else wants to make their own tier lists where they end up with things. I'm going to do a little print screen so we can save a screenshot. I'm going to do a snipping tool as well so I can save a screenshot. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll save that. So we'll go Crown Zenith tier list. I think I'm Gucci with this, and I think it is time for some bonus content. So I appreciate everyone's input as well as we work through the tier list. I think it's time that we did a little bit of opening. So if you enjoyed the stream so far, or if you just like to see some more, I'd appreciate it if you could smash that like button. And we're gonna start off with what we got for the 30 likes bonus content. We got a package here, a single that I purchased. Man, all those signed trainers are pretty low, but I see your reasoning. So in the beginning of the stream, I did explain that even C tier for this set is still really good. So even C tier is solid for this. So even the auto cards, and we broke down each one individually in the beginning why we ranked the different ones, but even the auto cards, I'm happy to pull. It's just relative to how incredible all of the other artwork is in this set. So really, really stunning set. Pokemon outdid themselves on this one. A solid tier list, Brother Manatee. The Thievul should be an S tier or minimally top of A tier. It's allowed. I mean, it's like middle A tier. It's like middle A tier OTP. And you know what, OTP? Maybe we gotta see a tier list of your own on the channel. Maybe even a community post, a short. I don't know. Maybe even just for fun off stream. I'm curious to hear your thoughts and where you'd rank everything. But I think it's time. We broke into the mail a little bit here. We got a mystery package. I purchased one card here to honor the legend leaving the UFC, Francis Ngannou, the heavyweight legend, who's recently departed the UFC. He's become a free agent, and the UFC has vacated his belt, and they're doing a light heavyweight, or sorry, not a light heavyweight, a full heavyweight, a heavyweight title fight between John Jones and Cyril Gane. So we had to scoop the artistic selection Francis Ngannou from Select, and we're going to take a look at this card outside of the sleeve because a really, really cool card. Really, really like this photo of Francis Ngannou. And I like these artistic selection cards as well. You can see how thick the card is compared to, let's say, a Pokemon card here. Big difference in the thickness. So I really like owning some sports cards like this. And I did not have any artistic selections from Select, so glad that I can add one. And I got this one for a deal. I got this one for $35, and this is a super, super short print card, so you could open up an entire case of Select and not get a single artistic selection, of which there's 10 different artistic selections in the set. I'm trying to put this guy back into a sleeve, but it is. There we go. Boom! So the Francis Ngannou, very, very sweet there. Glalie Game says, dude is a specimen. Absolutely. I can't wait to see where he goes, any division. Old Time Poke says, you sit on a throne of lies! P-Fam, let's go. OTP, cracking me up. Can't believe you out that Suicune so high. Oh, hey, PBM. I do like the Suicune a lot, though. I think, I don't know how they could possibly do a better Suicune artwork. Oh, and you know what? We did. I gotta recognize, thank you everyone who's been subbing, because we did, since our last stream, we bumped up a little bit. The shorts have been working. So thank you as well. Shout out to PBM. PBM was like, hey, Albino, I think you should switch it up on the shorts and go back to using your original audio and not the music and try and do, and yeah. I don't even say anymore. If you've been seeing the shorts, you've been seeing that. That's what I switched up to, and it's been working better. So thank you, PBM, for the advice. I appreciate that. I think we're about 6 likes off from the other bonus content, so you know what? I'm just going to save it for Friday. We got another package in here, but that just means something else that we'll get to open up on Friday. And I'll have some additional bonus content for then. So I'm going to find someone else that we can raid in the community, and I think we'll call it a day. Ooh, Pokesurge! Pokesurge is live. Ooh. But you know what? I want to try and vary it a little bit, just because he's got, I feel like I raid Pokesurge a lot. I want to vary it a little bit. I do want to raid Pokesurge though, and I will be checking out Pokesurge. You know what? I'm going to do PKT Collectibles, because I don't think I've raided PKT Collectibles in a long, long time, or if ever. And I love to see that PKT Collectibles is playing the One Piece sim. So that's awesome. So I'm going to go. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for sharing your input as well on the different votes. I appreciate you. Let's see if we can PKT collect. Yes. There we go. We can get the redirect going. So I'm going to set that one up. I'm going to call it a night. E-Sweet hiding behind the bushes, peeking out at the Suicune. He could never catch. Now that would be a Suicune ult. That would be actually a dope Suicune alternate art. Static hasn't pulled the Lugia yet. Mrs. OTP, I know he needs it. He needs it. All right. So we're gonna call it an end for the day. Peace out, everyone, and I will see you all on Friday. I'm gonna be streaming again on Friday. And on Wednesday, dropping a new video on the channel. It's either going to be a One Piece Romance Dawn booster box or my hobby box versus break spot video that I've been working on. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish the editing in time for Wednesday, but that's my goal. So either way, new video on Wednesday, live stream, Pokemon Crown Zenith giveaway on Friday. Peace out, everyone. I'll see y'all then. Let's go!